Few things in sports can equal the rematch between county rivals. Add in the fact that the winner advances to the state semifinals, and we're sold. Oh yeah, the last meeting between Hawthorne and Newberry was decided on a tip-in as time ran out. Hornets, Panthers for the Class 1A Region 3 title. Newberry fighting back from down 9 at halftime. Late third, Mason Smith cuts the deficit to 32-29. Next time down, Hawthorne with a response. Leland Johnson to C.J. Ingram. How does he find the space for that? Hornets up by 5. Father Cornelius loving it. He's got a big game Wednesday with his Hornet girls. 5 minutes to go. Hawthorne coughs it up. Michael Moore, tough take, gets it. Newberry down by 3. But it comes down to Ingram getting fouled in a tie game with 1 second to play. He calmly sinks them both. 43-41. Yeah, he's got ice water in his veins. And Hawthorne survives again and goes back to the Class 1A state semis for the second straight year. Joining them in Lakeland is Williston, a 66-63 winner over Wildwood. Red Devils 3-0 against the Wildcats this year. Class 4A region semis. After starting the playoffs on the road as a 1 seed, Santa Fe back home battling Cocoa. Opening minutes, Dontrell Jenkins spinning away. Finds Braylon Guyton from outside the arc. He lives out there. It's 11-5 Raiders early. Second quarter, Jenkins just on a search and destroy mission here. Little hesitation, gets it to go in. Santa Fe already up by 16. Then off a Tigers turnover, Kyron Washington turns a bit of an awkward moment into a basket. All Raiders here, 60-38. It's on to the region championship. Now the Raiders will host number 2 seed the Villages on Friday. Buffalo getting by North Marion in the final seconds of their region semifinal, 54-53. The Colts had won their previous 6 games. Class 6A Region 1, the 2-3 seed battle. 22-6 GHS welcoming 24-1 Oakleaf. Third quarter, the Knights, winners of 19 in a row, showing why. Dylan Lewis finds Aaron Rivers, 35-30 Oakleaf. Fourth quarter, the Hurricanes hit the glass. Off the miss by Theo Stevens. Jordan Bodie collects the putback. It's tied at 40. Now approaching the 2-minute mark, Josh Hayes gets his 6'9" frame inside for the go-ahead bucket. It's 44-42 GHS. Final 15 seconds now. Rivers, a shot to tie. Hayes denies, and Gainesville outscores Oakleaf 12-4 in the fourth to win at 47-42. So the Hurricanes move on to face top seed Ponte Vedra for the Class 6A Region 1 championship. Columbia uses a big second half to knock off Booker T. Washington 69-55. The Tigers will visit Mainland for the 5A Region 1 crown.